It sounds like a question for you.
Yeah, I think so. We're not announcing which new match types we have this year, but I can confirm we do have some new ones.
Okay.
There's been some rumors on the net about which ones they are. I'm sure fans can fish around and try to find out. But coming up soon, we'll be announcing that information so fans can find out the latest match types. And then Players Online, we're going to stick with what we do in the past, the Players Online, 4 Players Online. So same kind of thing as last year.
Yeah, well, that's good to know. Online is always a big thing with this game. Nice to know that things aren't changing that much, and then you're going to be adding stuff as well. So
that's
good.
Right.
Let's have another question, guys. Pop it up on screen. This one's from, I'm going to say Taiwan, but I don't know for sure.
Taiwan.
Have spammers and glitchers been addressed in the new game in any way? I know you were talking about this earlier.
Yeah, I was actually talking to Miz about this. He was curious about that. And one of the problems we had online were some spammers, some cheaters. They found some ways to cause some bugs and some glitches. And so we want the online landscape to be completely competitive. So we researched, we found out a lot of these problems. There was issues with some creative finishers that were extremely strong, and people were manipulating them in ways we weren't intending for that to happen. So we made actually a lot of those improvements. So online landscape will actually be much more fair this year. Of course, we probably didn't find every single glitch, but I can definitely guarantee we spent a lot of time improving that. I think it'll be to the fans' benefit.
But it brings me back to the old Jesse the Body Ventura quote: "Win if you can, lose if you must, but always, always cheat." There's wisdom there. There's wisdom there.
Agreed.
All right, Miz agrees with me. Let's have another. Let's have another question. This is from Austin, and he wants to know, how do we get to the live roster reveal? Well, dude, you got to come down here. That's how you get here. That's all I'm going to say. I think legal would kill me if I gave out the actual address. So, sorry, you have to be here live. We have some folks here who are enjoying the show with us.
Well, if they're good looking, I think the Miz can maybe throw out some information on how to track them down.
First thing on. Good one, Corey.
All right.
I laugh.
Next question. This one's from Matthew. GameSpot user Matthew wants to know this. I'm going to read this in his voice, or maybe Miz. Maybe you want to take this.
I can barely read it.
Okay, yeah, it is kind of small. Hi. Is the fireworks in the game like the TV version, and is the theme music live effect like television? That's like a Bill Cosby impression. Basically, he wants to know, what's it look like?
We're improving the graphics each year. Presentation is always huge with us, and you can create your own entrances this year. So we want to make sure we have all the fireworks in there, all the theme music. You can actually import your own custom soundtrack to go ahead and put your own theme music to the game. So we try to support that as best we can and improve it each year. So I think the quality is pretty good.
People spend a lot of time on the Create a Wrestler entrance. That they just love doing that, right?
That's right. It's a big part. You create your superstar. You want to be able to create his entrance, and then we also have create your finishing move, create your story, create your own tattoos, and it's really just all about creating your own world.
Well, let me ask Miz and Eve, when you guys how do you guys go about creating your entrances in the real thing? Can you give us some insight on how that goes?
I just feel it more or less. For me, it's like a I don't know, when I go out to my music, which it's kind of generic, but it's still, I can feel it, and I just go along with it and do whatever I feel at that moment.
Same with you, Eve?
Yeah, it's kind of whatever person you become and whatever kind of personality you develop in the ring kind of helps develop your your entrances and even your finishers.
Yeah.
So it just becomes a part of you.
Well, good advice for when you're creating your finishers and your entrance in the game as well. Let's have another question, fellas. This one's from Trick Slapper, and he wants to know, can we beat up the announcers like Howard Finkel in the game? People want to beat up Howard Finkel?
That's just sad. You do.
Who doesn't want to beat up the announcers?
Who would want to beat up Lillian?
Beat up Lillian Garcia?
Yeah.
Who would want to beat up
come on.
Howard Finkel?
That's what I'm saying.
Howard
just
Finkel
sad.
is the sweetest man in the
So
world.
I'm assuming the answer is no.
He is.
Yes.
Okay.
The answer is no. I think anyone that wants to beat him up is a jerk. Like,
Oh,
That's
I'm the
right.
mean guy. I'm the bad one because I like to have fun with my bad.
Yep.
My bad. I'm the jerk.
Some people deserve to get beat up, Corey.
do you think that Fink's one of them? I don't
Well,
know.
no,
He's a
maybe
pretty
not.
nice guy.
Maybe not Fink. All right, another question, fellas. Chase wants to know, will there be an ambulance match on the Xbox 360 version of the game? First of all, Corey, what the heck is an ambulance match?
Yeah, that's a match. It's seldom seen in the WWE. It's an exciting match though, and unfortunately, it won't be in the Xbox 360 version. Fans can definitely find it in the DS version though, making its debut on that console. So if you buy WWE Smackdown Vs Raw 2010 for the DS, you can check out the ambulance match for the first time in any WWE game ever. So that's exciting for the DS.
And the DS version got a new developer this year, and you can put a big cat on your head,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, we have a Creative Superstar,
Yep.
surprisingly, in the DS, which is really cool. We have a lot of parts in there, wacky stuff, like you said.
Cat head.
Cat heads and
Love
things
it.
like that. And then we have a really robust season mode for that as well. So we packed a lot in the DS card.
So you can actually put a mask over Eve's face.
Ooh, why would you want to
Who
do
in
that?
the world?
Oh, me just being a jerk, I guess. Me being mean again.
All right, another
You're
question.
beautiful.
Thanks, Miz.
See that chick magnet?
Stuart wants to know what kinds of things will the new Havoc engine change in the game? Miz, this is a question for you.
Yes, yes, definitely. I know a lot about Havoc.
Yeah.
I'll let the nerd actually talk about that. What's a Havoc?
That's a great question. It's very cool that this fan was able to kind of find that out, and we are implementing Havoc this year just to do some basic things for collision, so that when the wrestlers are in the ring, they're actually not clipping through the ropes. They get snagged on the ropes, and they're able to maneuver around the environment without the collision detecting through it. So we're trying to improve the collision in the game. I know a lot of people don't want to see that because it ruins the realism of the game. So we're using the Havoc system to go ahead and help us avoid that as much as possible.
One thing I know about this game is that you're doing a lot of different transition animations between different moves when you're in a grapple situation.
That's right.
Does that play into it, or is that a completely separate system?
It doesn't play into it. It's mostly just the animation blending that we have going on there. But in the future, we'd love to continue to look at the possibilities of making the game look better and better.
So it's perfectly clear now, right?
I
Yes?
have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Basically, we're saying, how does SmackDown look better? It looks better.
No, basically we're saying you do your job and I'll do my job.
There you
Oh,
go. Even
that was
better.
good.
I will.
Even better.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you because I know without you, I couldn't have achieved this. But I have officially been selected to be a part of Smackdown vs Raw 2010, baby.
I am honored, as well as the game is honored to have me. And we will both have a good cry over the meaning of this jersey and what it means to me. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
Mama, I got drafted, Mama. Mama, I got drafted. I'm gonna get you a house, I'm gonna get you a car, I'm gonna get you a Range Rover. I got drafted.
Well, all right, there's your look at some of the SmackDown athletes making their acceptance speeches for entry into the game. Now, looking at the time, I think it's time we check in with round 3 with Howard and Homer. Guys, take it away.
Sounds like you guys got some good questions from the audience, Brian, but right now, our draft commissioner, Howard Finkel, is just about to announce the 3rd round of the ECW picks in this draft.
Ladies and gentlemen, the superstar picks in the SmackDown vs. Raw 2010 draft from ECW are Shelton Benjamin, Christian, Tommy Dreamer, Goldust, Ezekiel Jackson, Vladimir Kozlov, and William Regal.
Well, Brian, I'm sorry, but I'm just going to have to cut you off. One of my favorite WWE superstars is on the ECW brand, Vladimir Kozlov.
The guy is one of a kind.
Oh, he's insane. Are you kidding me? He reminds me of Drago from Rocky 3.
Yes, I must break you.
I must
I
break
think
you,
it's Rocky 4, actually.
Wait,
It's 3, isn't it?
3 was Mr. T.
Yeah. No.
Listen, I'm so excited about it, all right? I'm forgetting which one it is, all right? Rocky 3, Rocky 4, it doesn't matter. ECW brand is good stuff. Great job, Corey.
We got a lot of great talent on the ECW brand showing up in the game. Shelton Benjamin, he's awesome. He knows SmackDown backwards and forwards.
I'm awesome.
Yes.
Shelton
that's true.
Benjamin's good, but I'm awesome.
There you go.
Shelton Benjamin's a gamer.
Yep.
He's our reigning champion with the game for the last couple years now, so we always have a lot of respect for him. Nothing against you, but
I've
he is
never
a
been in
gamer.
the whole tournament, Corey. I was never invited. Thank you very much.
Anyways, it would not be ECW without Tommy Dreamer. So,
Absolutely.
of course, he's got to be in the game.
He's synonymous with ECW. All right, there's the word on the 3rd round. Thank you, panel. Now, Corey, before we hit the 4th and final round of our draft, let's take a look at the game in action, shall we?
All right, with all this excitement, let's go ahead and hop into the game
Let's
and show
do-
the fans what we have in store for this year, SmackDown vs. Raw 2010.
All
We're going
right.
to play with John Morrison and The Miz here, so
Okay.
The Miz can check out his model and see what he
I
thinks.
want to see some of my moves.
Yeah,
My
well,
signature moves in here.
well, after those antics you pulled early on in the show, I'm playing as Morrison, so I might take out a little revenge.
So obviously you're going to
Virtual,
lose. So
virtual.
then obviously you're going to lose. Look at this.
Check the hat.
Check the hat. The chick magnet shirt.
Did you know I got that first part like that from Steamin' Willie Beeman?
Is that right?
Do you know what movie that's
I
from?
no, I don't.
Any Given Sunday.
Ah.
Did that. It was the Shark Dance,
Al
so I decided
Pacino.
to steal it from him.
So what do you think?
Authentic. Like, to a T.
Yep.
I do that a lot.
Yeah, it's a little scary, actually.
I like to be jealous. Oh, you even got the slide, chick magnet posters. I don't see anything for Morrison.
No.
Nobody's cheering for Morrison.
You're right. authentic.
Look at this. Wow.